You've likely watched tons of videos regarding the topic of money. This video will be really raw. I'll only cut out my stutters, and I promise that you'll be deriving tons of value from this, a lot more from the videos that are just in-your-face animations, editing all over the place, but it'll be completely real and from the heart, genuine. So sit up, don't relax, and lock in, because I'm going to explain how I went from here in a college dorm, weak, poor, lonely, and confused, to where I am now, which is a bit stronger, a bit richer. You know, I'm still pretty lonely, but you get the point. And the craziest part is that it's just been half a year. And I'm just like any of you guys watching this video are probably super similar. Everyone that watches these types of videos are very similar people because we all have similar desires for freedom. Now, we all have our own ambitions. I've been on the other end of this camera. I've been the guy watching these types of videos. I'm making them now. And I'm also making money now. And I'm also succeeding in many different verticals now. And I quadrupled my net worth in half a year. And by the way, some of you are probably ahead of me. And God bless if you are, and you know, you could just watch along and see how I got to where I am and how my journey took place. But this isn't a video just saying, oh, I'm making money now, let me just like teach you, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to explain how anyone could do it. Seriously, anyone could do it. It's insane to me. It's so tangible to me now because I'm doing it. I'm in the process. But before I was here, it was just as insurmountable as it may seem to a lot of you guys. There's not many of us, and guess what? A lot of us succeed. The only ones that don't are the ones that quit. So join the family, man. So just keep on going. But let me make this clear. If you haven't made money online and you've been wanting to and you've been trying to, and you look around at people like me or other people on the internet and you think, if these guys could do it, then I could definitely do it too. And if you are amidst your self-improvement journey and you're still trying to figure out how to crack the code to money, then enjoy this thick piece of content because it's going to be made specifically for people exactly like you. People are partying, I'm in the room working towards the money. When people are at the football games, I'm in the room working towards the money. When I was in my dorm, I manifested my entire journey. And everyone says stuff like this, you know, I talked to my mirror and then I woke up as Giga Chad or whatever. But it's different because I didn't manifest through words by just talking to the mirror and writing stuff down. I manifest through action. I did the same thing every day, working towards the same objective every day, over and over again, consecutively, so that what I did yesterday dictated today, and what I did today dictated tomorrow. And it was a constant cycle of just working, going to bed, waking up, working, going to bed, waking up. And this is when I was in my dorm. I was sacrificing all of my time. When people were partying, when people were going to football games, when people were hanging out with friends, when people were even doing schoolwork, I was doing a different type of work, and I was filling my time with what I really wanted to do. And I was filling my time with the same objective. Do that with anything, and you will inevitably find success. This is maybe a quote that you guys could kind of live by, and this is something that I've also lived by recently, but the success an individual has within any given domain is directly tied with the amount of time they spend pursuing said objective. For some people it takes longer, for some people it takes shorter. I hit my 1,000 subscribers, which again, thank you, in 3 months. Some people have done it in 3 days. Some people have done it in 3 weeks. Some people 3 years. But here's a good example, and prove me wrong if you can, but there are hardly any YouTube channels that have been posting content for years, consistently, right? For years on end, with thousands of videos on their channel that aren't successful in whatever niche, in some way, in some aspect. They have to be successful in some way. Everyone that's been posting that much has at least some substantial amount of views and subscribers. It's like this in every domain. I'm sure you guys understand, you know, the guy who played the video game from when it first came out for the longest consistently usually is at the top of the game. Maybe they're not the number one, they're not the best, but they're usually in the top of the game in some way, whether it be, you know, they're the top YouTuber, they're the top competitor. It doesn't matter what domain it is, it's always the people that stay in there the longest that win. So I want you guys to ask yourself a quick question. And this is what I did to myself too. I'm not just saying this because, again, I'm not being a teacher, but ask yourself, how long have you been pursuing this objective? Consistently, not just, you know, oh, I've been doing this on and off for a year. No, I mean consistently, how long have you been pursuing whatever it is that you're doing right now? whatever goal that you have, because I'm sure you have something. And if it's not clear, then perhaps that's the problem, right? If you're working on building some sort of e-commerce store, or you're building your social media marketing agency, some sort of personal brand or YouTube channel, ask yourself how long you've been doing it for and how consistently through that time you've been doing it for. And be honest, because the old me would have answered with, yeah man, it's been a while, but it's genuinely how much you've been doing and how long you've been doing it for. Now, this isn't like a groundbreaking conclusion. Everyone knows that in life, you get what you deserve, like 100% of the time. Now, I know you could be lucky and you could be unlucky, but the ones who work harder end up being luckier, right? And the ones who are lazier end up getting more unlucky. It's always like that. It's always been like that. So making money for me has just been a complete mind game. Your lifestyle, your environment, your paradigm, your social circle, your distractions, your routine. These are the things that you should be looking at instead of expecting every online business model that you pursue to work. The truth is, all of them can work. It's just you that's not working. Or it's me that wasn't working. That's what my case was. Here's what I did as a result of it. A long time ago, 6 months ago now, right, half a year ago, I sat down and I said, okay, this is the business model I'm pursuing. Something called SMMA, Social Media Marketing Agency. I'm sure you've heard of it. The term is a buzzword, so don't get turned off by that word because there's so much under that, so much that exists within that acronym. I started doing social media marketing, and then I started focusing on building one specific offer and one specific system, one service delivery system that I could use and that I could implement so that I could actually help people, help a very specific, I know I'm saying specific so much, and I say it in a lot of my videos because the key is to be as specific as possible. But I'm helping a very particular person, found a synonym for it, and helping them with a very particular problem. And I've been doing that for so long now to the point where I'm starting to see results because I've just been focusing on the same thing. And alongside doing so, with the problems that I've been solving, I now am selling the solution to my own problems because you solve no problem better than your own, right? The problem that you best solve will be your own problem, right? Because you could only simulate other people's problems to kind of get a feel for what they do. But if you're solving your own problem and you sell to people that were in your position, that is the paramount way of making money as an entrepreneur, especially as a solo entrepreneur, one that's just kind of working alone. You know, I encourage everyone, if you think you're better at working out than the average Joe Schmo, to make a workout program and sell it to the person that you once were. Because you know who you once were. And so it's really easy to sell to people like that, right? And so have that knowledge, use that knowledge that you already have, combine it with different things, make a system, make a product out of it and sell it, right? And this is what I did with my agency. I sell my agency. And I also did this within my agency because I help businesses that have trouble getting clients by setting them appointments in their calendar, and I get paid for doing so. I started pursuing and focusing all my time towards my social media marketing agency. And then I started to actually see some traction only after 4 months of work. It took me 4 months, dude. Some people that are an agency builder, the product that I run within the Discord, they're out here signing clients within a few weeks or within a month, or even some people have done it within a few days. It took me months to build out my entire agency. And then it also took me more months on top of that to actually get my first client. That's a long time before I even have any result. That's a ton of work, a ton of input without any output, without any result. And that's part of the process. That's part of the journey. Same thing with the gym. It's like even when you start working out, you look in the mirror, you're like, what the hell is happening? I don't see anything on me. I don't see any growth. That'll happen. But then after 2 or 3 years of going to the gym consecutively, right? 5 times a week, whatever, 4 times a week, whatever it is for you, you realize that you got what you deserved, which is a good result. And if you did it only 3 times a week or 2 times a week and you were slacking and you weren't consistent and you kind of like went on and off and you stopped for a month or 2 and you went back up, then you got what you deserved. And your result might not be as good, or it might not be what you expected it to be because you weren't on schedule. The point of this video is, and this, I know this is kind of like different compared to my other content if you've been watching it, it's kind of like a self-improvement video. Dude, I'm also a self-improver. I'm still self-improving, right? But I'll tell you what, money is the first thing that you should focus on when it comes to self-improvement because then it gives you freedom. And when you have freedom, you could then have the template of a day to train, to eat better, to allocate money to places that could help you in realms where you might not be as proficient, and you can network with people and money will certainly give you the ability to do so. I've met so many cool people just by making money and just by working with clients. Like, I'm friends with some of my clients. In fact, I'm friends with all of my clients, I would say, to an extent. Some more than others, but still, I'm definitely friends with all my clients, both in my product and in my agency. And I'm working on so many different things now, and now I feel excited because there's so much coming, and there's so many things that I have planned. And this is a moment that I've been waiting for, to get to this point where I could actually look into the future and say there's so many things that are about to happen in my life, right? And I know you guys want the exact same feeling, and you could get the exact same feeling. You just have to do the same thing over and over again for so long without expecting a result. Just think about it. Do the same thing over and over again every day consecutively without expecting a result. Just focusing on the work. And obviously there are exceptions to be made, but they don't disprove the rule or the fact that no matter what you're doing, you just need to do it for more time. And you just need to stick in it longer. And you need to have a paradigm in which you look a year in advance, or even 5 months, 6 months in advance, and you say, okay, I'm still doing it then. This isn't just like a hobby. That's the key. Every kid, when you look around, you look at college students, and you look at most of your friends from childhood, I'm sure you guys are resonating here, but they had many hobbies, right? And people around you have many hobbies. You've had many hobbies, but they change, right? And so 1 month, you're into Pokemon cards. The next month, you're into, an Xbox game that just came out. The next month, you get back into playing FIFA or Madden or whatever EA game, right? And the next month, you you start reselling sneakers all of a sudden. You see what I mean? Like, you're always changing every day and every month and every week and every year. There's always something new. But think about it. If you kept doing one of those things for so long, those are just hobbies, but if you kept doing one business model for so long, instead of switching and switching and switching, or instead of just changing your niche, shifting and constantly pivoting, if you just stayed on that one track and actually allowed yourself to get some traction, you could be way further than where you are now. I learned from experience. This is me having an epiphany in front of a camera, and I realized that that's probably the best type of video I can make because it's genuine, it's real. I'm not going off of a script right now, I'm just talking in front of a camera about my experience with this. Don't stop. Keep on the exact same trail. Don't be derailed. Don't be distracted. Stay moving forward. You know it's the right thing to do. And obviously there are some cases where it's like, well, I think I should change what I do. And if you ask yourself that question, if you find yourself asking that question, you need to thoroughly analyze and examine yourself and say, is this justified? Because sometimes it is, but hardly is it. Especially when it comes to online business, anything could work. People make money in a myriad of different ways. People have so many different methods to making money online. There are people that run YouTube shorts for like 5,000 different accounts and are millionaires. Like, there's so many different ways to do it. It's just a matter of choice and how long you stay in the same lane. And then eventually you could transcend the lane. You could progress and you grow, go up tiers. You go up in echelons and you kind of just continue to rank up. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe at your will. And if you want more videos that just talks about stuff that's on my mind rather than having like an actual plan, comment below. And I'll continue to track my progress with my social media marketing agency, as well as the progress with my product and with my YouTube channel, everything when it comes to the actual businesses that I'm running. I'll definitely continue to make videos like that. I just want to grow this community to be as big as possible. It's important to me that everyone just jumps in the Discord, sees the value, grows together, because I promise you again, like, there's so many people where I saw like they first joined and they didn't have anything. They didn't make any money yet. They were at zero, rock bottom. They didn't have anything. They were complete newbies and they were completely new to all of this online business, social media marketing, all this whole ecosystem. But after a few months, they're posting their Stripe accounts in the results section, showing that they're making hundreds of dollars, some even thousands. So make sure to join that. Link will be in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Expect a lot coming soon. Peace out. Goodbye.